everyone, welcome to a brand new, the very first episode of Y2K, or Yuki and Kitty's Corner. So the very first episode, we are going to do a little quick DIY, do it yourself, or yeah, more like a DIY, I wouldn't call it crafts, but a DIY. And as you know, I have a wall right here full of these symbols of my favorite artists. So I'm going to teach you guys how to decorate your own wall. You don't have to only have posters, but something as simple as this can kind of, Kpoporize, I should say, your room. So let's get to making. So the materials that you will need are some photo frames or picture frames, and I have two different kinds, and these are both really cheap. They're $3.99 from Michaels, so they're really cheap, doesn't cost a lot. So when you're buying these frames, you want to buy frames that have these hooks, because this is what will help you to put these on the walls. And the good thing about this is also it comes with a flap, so you could actually use it as a table photo frame if you want to change it up. Then you will also need to save these pictures that come from the frame when you buy it, because we're going to use that as a measuring tool when we're cutting out our logos. Then of course you'll need your logos from the artist that you like. If you don't want to do logos, you could do pictures as well. It's up to you. We also need scissors, a ruler, a pencil, and some thumbtack. So the first thing you want to do is actually get your logos in the right size. So if you're doing like these small ones, I actually put these in these square ones, which is 4x4. So when you're printing it out, you have to make sure that they are 4x4, and then of course the long ones, you want it to be 4x6 or 6x4, like this. Okay, so I am going to show you how to do that on Word. Okay, so now that you have your Word open, we are going to insert the picture or logo that we want. So we are going to go to Picture, and then go to Picture from File, and then choose the logo that you want. So we are going to work with the Super Junior logo that I found. So we have it on here. Then we're going to go to our size, which is right here. We want to uncheck that box, and then we want to change the width and the height to 4 inches and 4 inches, because our square frame is 4x4. And that's pretty much it. But before we do that, we want to make sure our margins are all 1 inch. So we go to layout and then margin, and we have to make sure that it's all by 1 inch, so it's easier for us later on when we're trying to cut out our picture. Then we are gonna do the rectangle logos. So here I have infinites, so we are going to rotate it left by 90 degrees, and then in order to move the picture, we have to go to wrap text and then change it to in front of text, and then just move the picture to the middle of the page or anywhere you want, but I prefer it in the middle so it's easier when it comes out when you're printing it. And then so now we're going to change the size of the logo. So we want to go to the size again, uncheck it, and then we're going to do 4x6. So the height is 4 inches and the width is 6 inches. And that is pretty much all. And then you could of course move your logo around to make sure it's right in the middle, and that way when you print it out, you won't have any, missing parts of the logos. So now that you have your logos printed out, we are going to cut it out. But before we do that, and we have to make sure that the picture comes out exactly with the frame. Remember, we had 1 inch margins at the side, so we're going to measure out 1 inch on the sides of the logo that we printed it out, and use your ruler so it'll help you. And with these marks, you just need to put a dot, and with these marks it actually makes it easier for us. So now once you have your marks on, we're going to take our stencil, which is the picture that came with the frame when you buy it, and we want to line it up with the dots that we draw, and then you have to make sure and eyeball it a little to make sure that the sides are even. And then when you feel like it's really even, we can start to trace around our square or picture. And there you have it. Okay, now for the long one, we do exactly the same thing. Now because the long one is right in the middle of our paper, we can't really measure out the 1-inch margin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take the paper and then we're gonna just kind of cover the logo. And then what I do is I actually try to eyeball a little, so like the widest part of the logo, I want to see where it kind of covers it. So using the widest part of the logo, that is your reference on where you're gonna place your stencil. And so I'm pretty much trying to eyeball the length between the two sides and then up and down, so we're gonna have to adjust it a little. And then once you're happy with it, we just start tracing. Now, of course, if you want it to be easier, you could put the picture right exactly after the 1-inch margin. And then there you have it. And then once you do that to all your logos, you can cut them out. Now that we have all our logos cut out, we are going to place our pictures in our picture frame. And this picture frame is really easy. All you have to do is push it and then it comes out. So I really like this picture frame. It's really easy to kind of take out the picture. And then that's glass, so you have to really be careful. So we're going to leave that black board in the picture frame, and then we're going to do the GOT7 one, and you have to make sure when you're putting it, make sure you do it the right side up. So wherever the hook is, you have to kind of make sure, and once the picture is placed in, just simply place the glass right back in and just gently press it in and then it'll go in. It's as simple as that. And then so now you do it to all the other logos, and then once you're done, you can start placing them on the wall. So what I normally do is I kind of picture out how I want my pictures, and so I just basically place them in. You have your thumbtacks on the wall already, so simply just place them and it goes really easily right onto the wall. And there you have it, your own K-pop photo frame wall decor. Really easy to make, and I really like it because it's really abstract looking, and I kind of like this abstract looking. And now the thing about this is you could always change your logos. Yeah, so that is that for this DIY. It's a really quick DIY and it doesn't cost a lot of money at all. It's really cheap. Like I said, the rectangle frames are $3.99 and the square ones are $2.99. So it's absolutely really cheap. Doesn't cost a lot. I know a lot of the times frames cost a lot of money, but these small ones are just right, great price. Really cheap and really easy to make. All you need is just some logos or any picture of your favorite idol. Put them on a frame, stick it on the wall. It's just as easy as that. So basically you have the thumbtacks, and then before you do that, actually what I do is I kind of picture out how I want it to be, so I kind of see which one I want to place and then put the thumbtacks, and then you do kind of put them on the wall. I personally like it to be a little more abstract, so like different shapes, different places, but you could do whatever you want. It's your room, so do it however you want. But this is just a really quick DIY for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And of course, if you guys do this, I would love to see a picture of it. So just simply tweet it to me on my Twitter, which is kittyny12591, or you could send it to official gent Twitter as well. So it's official@officialgent. Really easy. I would love to see your pictures. So that is all for this episode of Y2K. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and of course there will be more DIYs and crafts for you guys, and of course more baking as well, so definitely look forward to that. If there is any DIYs or any crafts that you want me to show you guys, just simply comment below and I will do my best to fulfill it for you guys. So that is all. I'll see you guys next time. This is Kitty, and annyeong. Bye bye.